to introduce the guest speaker, Pastor Phyllis Jennings from Grace Space Ministries. Give her a warm hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Thank you, Father, hallelujah, for the woman of God, for the pastor of God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Bless you. Bless you.
Glory.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you. Amen.
Get ready for the ride.
Hallelujah. Thank you.
Indeed, I am happy to be here. This has been a wonderful celebration. It's just been good. It's been real good. It's almost so we can go home now. But this has been great. Praise be to God. Praise God. It's been a wonderful, wonderful celebration. Wonderful worship. Wonderful mind. Wonderful dancing. Wonderful people. Praise God. Praise God. You may be seated. You may be seated. Thank you. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Praise. This is great. Praise God. Amen. All right. I am just honored and humbled to be here before you. When First Lady Val and Pastor A called me to come and speak at Pastor's 5th anniversary, I couldn't believe it. You know, I'm saying, me? Praise God. I thank God to come before you. And I pray this is going to be a right now word for you.
Yes.
Amen. Praise God. There's a scripture in the Bible that says that you'll know my disciples by their love, that they have one for another. And I know the disciples by their love because Pastor Abe and this church has always shown me love. You know, and so it's just a wonderful thing that we have that love we carry from breast to breast and heart to heart. And First Lady Val, they have always shown me love. And I always feel the love when I come here. So praise be to God. Thank God for the love of Christ. Amen. We're going to get into the Word. If you have your Bible, you can go to the Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, verse 29:18. The book of Proverbs, verse 29:18. And I know this is a familiar scripture, at least the A part of it. But I also know God's Word is so full of revelation that you can read it one day and get one revelation, and read it another day and get another revelation. And it's just so pregnant with revelation. It's never antiquated, it's always fresh. Praise be to God. And so it says in Proverbs 29, verse 18, where there is no vision, the people perish. We're very familiar with that particular part of the scripture, but there's another part. He says, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Where there is no vision, the people perish. I'm simply going to title this sermon Vision. Okay. And vision means the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom, to have insight and foresight. It's the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom. Amen? Amen. So Father God, I ask that you just bless me right now, Lord Jesus. I pray, Father God, that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart will be acceptable to you, Father. And something will be said that will edify your people. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Times of birthdays and anniversaries and other significant events in our lives are for us to remember and to celebrate. As each of these events come to us yearly, it is truly a blessing from God. It's a time to reflect on the past and to make plans and hope for things to come in the future. Jeremiah 29:11 says, I have a hope and a future for you to give you a good outcome, and it will never hurt you. So if we are in Christ, we never have to worry what the future holds for us, because God has already planned out our lives. The steps of a good man or woman are ordered by the Lord. Amen. This is Pastor A's and First Lady Val's 5th anniversary. I say First Lady Val because God has united her to him as his helpmeet. So this is the pastor's 5th anniversary, being the shepherd of the repairer of the breach. Truly, God has called them both. You would think God has called Pastor A, but he brought First Lady Val right alongside him to be that helpmeet. M-E-E-T. Yes. God's number 5 is grace. They say if one's marriage makes it to their 5th anniversary, they have passed a great hurdle. It's a great test of time. It's a getting to know your spouse. There are very loving ways, and there are sometimes annoying ways. You know their strength and their weakness. You know their likes and their dislikes. And it's at this time you learn to live together in harmony and move toward the future God has for you and for your marriage. Well, it's the same way with the pastor and the congregation. God gives the pastor a vision to move the church towards the future and into its purpose corporately and individually. Now I know sometimes people don't like changes, and when God gives the pastor a vision, sometimes they say, I don't see that pastor. He didn't show me that. Well, he wasn't supposed to show you that. You are not the pastor of this particular church. God shows the shepherd first the vision, and prayerfully you just come on along with it. And what you need to do is just pray for the vision. Pray that it will come to pass. Pray for your pastor with the vision that God has given him. You know, sometimes we keep yang, quit yanging so much, and praise God for the pastor that you have and that you're giving the vision so you don't perish. Amen.
Amen. Ready for the ride.
So, if we can understand that there is something that we can't attain, which is beyond our salvation experience, then our capacity for God can be enlarged. It's a spiritual enlargement that takes place. The Lord will impart to us more of his divine nature. Isaiah 43:3 says, chapter 43 verse 3 says, we shall enlarge our tents, break forth on the right and on the left hand. And so if you get your spiritual enlargement, you're going to break forth. You're going to break forth on the right, and you're going to break forth on the left, and no one's going to be able to stop you. You cannot continue to stay in your little narrow space. You have to break out of the four walls of the church. Break out of your religious thinking. Break out of gossip. Break out of schisms. Break out of talking about everybody. Break out of backbiting. Break out of disbelief. Break out of doubt. Break out. That we can move forth in the kingdom of God. Pastor A has a vision for the repair of the breach. I don't know all what the vision is, but I believe he has already taken steps toward the vision God has given him. Pastor A has opened up this church from 30 Sunday. To teach, to preach, and to pray. And I understand that he's here sometimes on Mondays praying for you. Do you know traditionally Mondays is the pastor's day off? But he's here on Mondays, walking up and down the aisles in the prayer room, praying for this church, praying for you, praying for your needs, praying. We must remain a house of prayer, not allowing sin and unbelief to enter in and to rob us of his presence and provision. We have to hold fast to all that God has promised us. That which, Pastor, you carry in the innermost sanctuary of your heart. I know God put some big things in your pastor's heart. I know you have things in your heart. So you got to keep that prayer line going. If we pray, we don't worry. If we pray, people get saved and set free. If we pray, we trust in God. If we pray, we can be healed and delivered. If we pray, our vision in the future becomes more clear. If we pray, we stay together. If we pray, we come a strong unit of Christ. If we pray, nothing can stop us. Nothing can block us. If we pray, there's power. No prayer, no power. Much prayer, much power. So if we pray, we become a powerful body of Christ. If we just pray. I believe most names of churches equates to the ministry of that church. The repairer of the breach. You might have heard this before. The breach means to make a break-in, or separation, a gap broken in a wall. Repairer, restore. Repairer means restore to a sound or healthy state, to make good. Putting together what is torn or broken. Jesus was the ultimate repairer of the breach. In Luke 4, verses 18, and I'm just going to read it from the Amplified version. It says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach the good news to the poor, to announce release of the captives, and recovery of the sight of the blind, to send forth as deliver those who are oppressed, bruised, crushed, and broken down by calamity." The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy every dream you have, every purpose you have, every vision you have. He comes to kill it. He comes to steal our children. He comes to try to destroy the body of Christ. He comes to try to kill our spirit. But I tell you, God is saying, not so, not so. God is saying, not so. I have anointed Pastor A to this church to destroy the works of the devil. My spirit, says the Lord. You are a repairer of the breach. And because he's a repairer of the breach, he has the anointing of God. You cannot repair anything unless the anointing of God is on you. Because the anointing of God was on Jesus. He said, the anointing is upon me for me to just break all this mess up. Devil, we are here to let you know from this day forth, you cannot have our children. You cannot put the vision in the body of Christ. You cannot oppress people no more. You cannot step on people's necks no more. I'm telling you, we're breaking every chain. Chain is going to be broken. Chains is going to be broken. People's going to be delivered. I'm telling you, God has said it, and he's going to do it. I was here one Saturday when I actually seen your pastor do this. There was a young man and his wife here. They weren't, and he thought he wasn't going to come, but he came. I seen your pastor talk to him. They sitting in the front row. I don't think you might talking to him and just talking to him. It didn't take years and hours to break everything that was on that man. God got him, and he's here today. He said, "I will be back to church." And his testimony is amazing. Because of his testimony and the blood of Jesus, he's an overcomer. I've seen it with my eyes. Pastor A talks to people how he's anointed to do this. He's anointed to do this. Thank God we have a pastor like Pastor A. to expound on a vision or on the law. Where there's no priest or Levite, in other words, no pastor or prophet to teach the good knowledge of the Lord, or no shepherd, the people are scattered like sheep. I'm telling you, this is the day and age we need prophets. Amen. We need prophets. Because where there's no prophet, there is no vision. And when there's no vision, the people are idle or they just playing church. God had to raise up Samuel because there was no open vision during the time Eli was in office and his sons. They were a mess. You know, they abused the sacrifice that the people would bring to the altar. They would eat it any kind of way. They said, and they were worthless. They didn't even know God or regarded Him. They would have prostitutes in the altar, whatever. They would tell the people, if you don't give me the sacrifice, I'll beat you down. I'll take that on you. They were a mess. That's why God raised up a Samuel, so there could be open vision in the land. During that time, it was in darkness. There was no open vision. And without the vision, the people will perish. Amen. Good. We are blessed. Because we're under a pastor, like Pastor Babe. Because not only does he teach the word, but he obeys the word and model the word in his walk. And that entitled us to be blessed. Did you know however your leader is, so goes? The blessing just trickles down. So goes. And so you're blessed people. You're blessed people here preparing to preach because of the blessedness and the holiness and the integrity and the honor of this pastor. You have a double whammy. The prophet. That means we can give the devil 2 black eyes. We give him 2 black eyes. Because we have a double whammy. This place is full of prophets, and the prophetic really goes forth. That's needed. That's needed. And so we got the double whammy. Praise God. And as we have repentant hearts and a yield spirit, the Holy Spirit will work within us. The Lord wants to turn all our dry places within us into rivers of living water. So in turn, we will be able, by the Holy Spirit, to pour living water to those who are weary, broken in spirit, hopelessness, all around them like a dark cloud. Do you know the people sit in darkness? Even though there's all the sunrises every day, and there's the moonlight, and we have all these lights and all the stadium lights and the ball games and all that, they don't even know they're in darkness. They don't even know they're in a dry place. But if you begin to talk to them, and you begin to watch them, and you begin to minister to them, you know, your heart just pours out. I thank God that we stay clean and pure and don't get clogged up, so that we can take the living water and let it bubble up in that sun, and let it just overflow in us, and so that we can touch our brother, so we can touch our sister, so that we can make a difference in their life. We have a whole bunch of hurting people out there. And you know, sometimes our vision may be right in front of us. Sometimes we want a vision that's like going to make us worldwide famous, you know, and stuff like that. But see, God says, you know, it's okay. You know, everything's good in Him. Everything's big with Him. Everything's wonderful to Him. Don't matter how big your vision is or how small your vision is, God don't work like that. You know, there's no big eyes or little U's in God's kingdom. So the vision that God gave you, a vision, honey, it's big. It's big. It's big. And so that vision might be right in front of us. Some of our families, and I'm just going to say it like that, they're a mess. Yes. Drugs infiltrating in our families. Children are acting out. Our spouse may want a divorce. We are to minister to those who are in our sphere of influence. That's the vision we need to have. Our next door neighbor, you know, when we're in in Walmart, or when you're in Giant Eagles, or walking through the park, or at the bus stop, or in the marketplace, or on our job. That's the place that we can really do a lot of good. That's the place that we can bring our light of God. That's the place that we can bring the living water to and pour it out and give it out to them. The more we have, just give it out. We here on Sundays, we got a lot today. You're doing these last 2 days. It's been wonderful. You've been filled. Now come on, now you got to give it out. I don't want you to get constipated. Give it out. My name is where the ministry starts. This is here to be praised and celebrate and worship God. But this is for us to go out. We need to go outreach. Outreach down to the corners, up the street, in the backyard, in the alleyways, in the drug houses, in the shooting galleries, in the bars. Sometimes God can raise you up and go in the bars. But don't go in there unless you've been raised up by God to do that. Make sure the vision is from God. Use some wisdom now. But we need to go back and pull them up out of there. Just pull them up out of there. And just keep bringing them one at a time. It don't matter. God said He dances over just one soul saved. The whole heaven is dancing a dance of the jig. Just one. Just one. Just one can do it. Just one person in our family can do it. There was only one person in my family that was saved. It was my great-great-grandmother that kept praying for us. That kept staying on the wall for us. Saying, save my family. Save my grandchildren. And then she said, God, save the generations that are to come that I won't even be here to see. Save them, God. Stay on the wall. That's the vision. Pray for your family. Pray for your family. Because the enemy's out to destroy them with drugs. Our young men are not living past 25 years of age. Our young women going from relationship to relationship. I'm not talking about the women, but they're going from relationship to relationship. The only relationship you need right now is Jesus. Jesus. You got to be role models. Women, we got to be role models for these young girls. I'm telling you, some of the things that I hear coming out our young teenagers, girls, just makes me blush. I'm telling you, it's just amazing what they be saying and how they act. So we need to step up. Be right there in the influence where you're at. Your nieces, your cousins, your nephews, right there. Your children, your grandchildren. Start right there. God says, start at home first. Start at home. We can branch out. I know we want to branch out. I know we want to do this and we want to do that. But why would you step over your family that's dying? Go ahead and try to kill somebody else. Stay right there till God moves you. Be faithful over little things. Be faithful over little things. God will elevate you. We don't listen. Don't try to elevate yourself. Because it's never going to work. It's never going to work, Pastor. It's never going to work. I don't care what you say. It's never going to work. Allow God to elevate you to where He wants you to go. There's so many great things that God has for us. So many great plans that He has for us. So just don't run ahead of Him. Just stop and pray. Stop and pray. Just stop and pray. That's our vision. Some of us right here. Our family. Our family. Our family. Our family. I remember when I first got saved. I got saved late in life in my 30s, late 30s or 40s, can't remember exactly. And so I remember how God opened up my eyes to the truth of things. And then I began to get on my knees for my son. And I'm telling you, from the time I got saved to the time my son got saved was 14 years. But God said, don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. God would give me strategies to use for Him. Sometimes He would say, in a season, I want you to fast every Friday just for Him. Just fast. Just fast just for Him. Some season He would say, every Sunday morning before you go to church or right after you get out, call Him and invite Him to dinner or invite Him to go out. Just different things God would give me. and I would do it. Sometimes God said, call him over and just sit down and start reading the Bible with him. And I would do that, you know. I would do whatever God told me to do, you know. And so I'm saying, God, when is my baby going to get saved? God, when is my baby going to get saved? That's my only baby. When is he going to get saved? And God says, just do this, do that. Don't fret. Don't worry. You just stay on the wall. Just keep praying. Keep doing what you're doing. Because when you're taking care of my business, I'm definitely taking care of your business. Just keep doing what you're doing. So God is such a good God. And when my son got saved, I'm telling you, it was right on time. Is so perfect, you know, it's so perfect, you know, it's just so perfect, it was right on time. And so sometimes when we think nothing's going to come or be manifested into the natural, you know, we may be required to wait for a period of time before that vision is fulfilled. Because first we must be proven into character before we can do anything. We got to see how our character is. You know, we can't have a mean spirit character thinking that we're going to get a vision from God. You know what I'm saying? We got to have a right spirit. Right? You know, God renewed the right spirit in me. Right? You know what I'm saying? We need a good spirit. Sometimes us Christians look like we've been sucking on lemon too much. You would never know we were Christians. I'm telling you, in the marketplace, a lot of people, you be on your job and they be saying, you know, they say they're a Christian, but they kind of mean, don't you think? Mean spirit. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out talking about one another. Cut it out looking across at one another. Cut it out trying to judge one another. Let it go. Just worry about what God, you and God. Worry about yourself and God. All this backbiting one another. That's the worldly thing. See, that's how the devil gets in to kill, steal, destroy. And we keep falling for the okie doke. Listen, the devil don't love you, but no better than he loves me. He hates us all. Amen. He hates us all. Amen. Throughout time, especially on this side of heaven, it's going to take a while sometimes for those visions to be fulfilled. Joseph's dreams were delayed. He spent many years in prison before his dreams and visions came to pass. You know, Moses had to spend 40 years in the desert before his vision was fulfilled. Abraham had been promised that his descendants would be as numerous as the stars in heaven. But God called him to die to his vision. Asked him to sacrifice his son Isaac. Isaac was connected to the vision because out of Isaac all the descendants were coming, you know. And so God has said, I want you to sacrifice Isaac. And Abraham said, he was obedient though, you know what I'm saying? So God will tell you to do things that you may not think or have you delay. But there's a reason why he asks us to delay things. Believe it. If God is telling you to wait, if God is telling you to delay some things, go ahead and wait because you know it's getting ready to be big. It's going to be big. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be wonderful. And it's only going to be known that you didn't do it, but God did it. So whatever God asks you to do, just say yes. Just say yes. Just say yes. Just give him a yes. You remember when President Reagan's wife was in the White House, and she would say, just say no to drugs, you know. So just say yes to Jesus. Yes. There are two things that we must do for our visions to come to pass, that will help them to come to pass. Habakkuk 2 and 3. Y'all heard this before. He says, write the vision and make it plain upon the tablets, that we may run and whom that readeth it. For the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. In other words, though you're thinking it's tarrying, it's not really tarrying. It's going to be right on time. It's going to be right on time. So write it. Write it so it may be printed on your mind, so it will become more clearer to you. You will not be disappointed, for it will fully be all that you expect it to be. God's time is always perfect timing. I asked God, I said, God, what do you mean that he may run and who that readeth it? He said, there may be someone who heard about your vision that may help sponsor your vision, that may help finance the vision. So write it, make it plain. So when they see that, so it's going to be somebody unexpectedly, Pastor Abe, I know that one vision for that mall. It may be someone unexpectedly that will hear the vision, see that you wrote your vision. He's running past it, but he's going to back up and say, what's this? And he's going to call you, man of God, or him or her. He says, they're going to call you and say, I heard about your vision. I heard about your vision. I've been thinking about this. I'm going to help you finance your vision. Never know what God has in store for you. Never know. That's why we need to love one another. Don't be nice to people. Yes. Remember, we are the salt and the light of the world. The salt and the light of the world. Not the lemon juice of the world. The salt, the light of the world. That's right. The second thing that we need to do according to Joshua 1:8. Remember when I read in the scripture, right? Where there's no vision, the people perish. But the second part, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Happy is he. Yes. In Joshua 1, chapter 1, verse 8, it says, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written herein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Meditate on the word. Read the word. Know the word. Put it in your heart. Then your way shall be prosperous. This book is for victory. This book is written so that we can be a victorious people. This book is written so that we can be the head and not the tail. This book is written so that we are above and not beneath. This book is written so that we can turn the world upside down. This book, this law. Now, it's not enough to just hear and read the word, or to admire it, or to memorize it. We must be doers of the word. We must be strong and courageous, that we might be doers of the word. Because society which we live in goes against the very grain of God's truth and God's word, the truth of God's word. And it's not the politically correct either, so they say. So stay on the wall. If the Lord has made a promise, then nothing in heaven or on earth can stop his purpose for your vision to come to pass. Nothing's powerful enough to stop it. Nothing's bad enough to stop it. I'm telling you, the devil may try to kill, steal, and destroy, but honey, long as you got pastors in the gap, as long as you stand on the wall, and God is saying, oh, not so, devil, not today. I got my people here. My people's making a wall. It's repairing the broken walls. It's repairing people's lives. It's giving hope to the hopeless. It's setting them free. It's knocking off their chains. It's taking away that shame and guilt. I got my people standing at the repair of the breach. They're standing in the marketplace. They're standing in churches. They're standing on the street corner. They're standing on their jobs. They're standing in their schools. They are just standing, and you cannot do anything. So God is saying, all we got to do is just stand and see the salvation of the Lord. People standing. And when pastor teaches from this pulpit, and when he preaches from this pulpit, you take it out to the street, and then you begin to preach. You begin to teach. You know, we are ministers of the word and of the word of God. We are all reconciliationists. Yes, we are. And I thank God. I thought I had an exciting life. What exciting life you got now? I'm telling you, it's exciting time. This is a good time to be saved. These are exciting times right now. These are marvelous times right now. These are awesome times right now. I don't care who sits in the White House. Jesus sits on the throne. He is never moved. Every 4 or 8 years, somebody else sits in the White House. Don't worry about who sits in that chair at the White House. As long as Jesus is on the throne in your heart, you don't have to worry about it. I don't care what they got down there. I don't care if it's male, female, black and white, a chimpanzee, or a donkey. I don't care. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about this crazy government. You don't have to worry about nothing. We got the word in us. You know, you got God going before you. You got the Holy Spirit living in you. You got Jesus that sticks closer than a brother. We got to show you goodness and mercy and follow us all about our days of our life. We got our own personal angel. I'm telling you, we're covered. We're covered. We're covered. We don't have to worry about nothing. We're covered. We're covered. We're covered. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for my salvation. God, thank you for my salvation. I ain't talking about being a preacher. I ain't talking about up here preaching. I thank God for my salvation. He broke all that mess off of me. Inside out. Do you remember when you first got saved, how you felt? That's why we need to go on and get our family members so they can have the same feeling. Instead of being drunk, instead of being Hennessy, instead of being sex, instead of being anything. Be serious. Catch the word for me. And I want to tell you this. God has a vision for His creation. You saying what? Yeah. God has a vision for His creation to wear two garments. The first is the garment of salvation. It was Jesus' wish that none should perish. We freely receive this garment by the shed blood of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Calvary. That's the garment we wear. Wear it with your chest sticking out. We were free. We didn't even have to do anything for it. While we were yet sinners, God loved us. While we were yet sinners, Jesus was thinking about us and made a way for us to be saved. He shed his blood. We didn't have to shed not one thing. And God shed it. And I thank God because that one drop of blood was for me. There's another drop for you. And there's another drop for our children. There's another drop for our neighbors. There's another drop for our grandchildren. There's another drop for our family. There's another drop for those who are in the crack houses. There's another drop for the alcoholics. There's another drop for those sleeping on the bridge at the homeless. There's another drop. It never runs. It's the fountain that keeps flowing. It's that garment. I thank God for the garment of salvation. My God, do I thank him? Do I love him? I love him because he first loved me. I didn't even love him at first. You know, I love him. Thank God for that garment of salvation he gave to me freely. God's ultimate vision for us is to become the bride of Christ. His son, the bride of Christ, through his son Jesus. This garment of the overcomer is woven by our life experience. As we die to our ways, we take up our cross daily. In the natural, when a bride-to-be goes to get her gown, she goes to many stores till she finds the right one. She looks at all the detail, makes sure that every part is sewn correctly. There's nothing's out of line. Making sure that every bead's right there. Making sure it's clean and pretty white. Making sure it fits right. Sometimes has to get it altered. You know, sometimes she has to get it altered. But it takes a while. I mean, usually brides-to-be do not find that gown. It takes 2 or 3 months before they find the right wedding gown. It takes that long. But in Revelation 9:7b, it says, "For the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready." I don't know about you, but my vision is to have the finest gown in the world. It's the finest garment. I never was a natural bride, but I'm going to be the bride for Christ. And so my gown is going to be pure. It's going to be holy. It's going to fit just right. I don't care what I got to go through. It's going to be fitting just right. It's going to be without spot or blemish. But I know the enemy constantly tries to seek and splash mud over my gown. But God is able to keep this earthly vessel cleansed enough that the glory of God might radiate in us and through us and all of us. So I'm going to be bad that day. I'm going to be sure that when Jesus comes to get me, I'm going to be sitting at the bridal table with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I'm going to be sharp. It's going to be clean. Nothing's going to be out of line. It's going to be white. It's going to glisten. It's going to be holy. It's going to be like it was melted on me. I'm